Come on over. Bring a friend. Bring a few. Our home is your home. New Brunswick. Always inviting.
Welcome to Shutterspeed Photography Challenge.
A show where 6 photographers compete in the ultimate photo showdown. Out of the 6 contestants, only 1 can walk away with the grand prize.
A spot on the Mark Hemmings and James Wilson Tuscany, Italy photo workshop worth over $7,000.
Came here to play, now I want to win.
In order to win, they'll need to make it through 5 unique challenges.
In 5 beautiful locations. I'm Mark Hemmings.
And I'm Sam Kaminsky.
And this is
Shutterspeed Photography Challenge. We did come to a decision, and the best influencer photographer is Kate.
We're regretfully going to have to say goodbye, Sylvie, to you.
We're really gonna miss having you. Thank you so much for being here.
Photographers, welcome another day and another challenge. Now, we have something very special planned for you.
We're calling today's challenge Big and Small, and it's all about scale. You'll each have to produce 2 photos today, one with a drone and one with a macro lens. Oh, that's fun.
We want you to wow us, to transport us to these 2 contrasting worlds of aerial and macro photography.
You'll each be given a specific location to bring to life today. Both of your photos will be judged as a whole, so make sure that they're cohesive and tell a story. Today you'll be judged on creativity and originality, composition, and technical proficiency.
All right, photographers, may the best and fastest photographer win.
Your time starts now.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna find out the location. It's Cove. Cove, okay, I feel like I can do a lot with a cove.
Your location is Forest. Should be good.
And I am on the beach. Love that. Can't go wrong with the beach today.
Today's Big and Small Photography Challenge is at New River Beach. Our 3 remaining photographers will each have to submit 2 photographs, 1 drone and 1 macro, that will be evaluated on creativity and originality, composition, and technical proficiency.
This is my 3rd time droning. I just started practicing this week, so this is all very new to me.
For the drone shot, I definitely want to attempt a shot where the water is coming down the middle of the frame, so half water and half beach. And I think my accompanying macro is going to be a footprint in this.
Coming out of yesterday, I'm feeling good because it was another surprise win with in a location that was equally as beautiful.
So for my macro shot, I'm gonna hope that I can get a drop of water to be on that. Smartphone photography from yesterday's challenge isn't my sweet spot, so I'm happy to be here still.
It's hard to tell from day to day how and where you're gonna land in this competition. You never really know what is being thrown your way.
Yeah, just make a print, make a good one there. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
The weather today is my dream weather, really beautiful cloud formation. I'm super excited. I think no matter what, I'm really gonna enjoy it.
I'm just playing around with different prints because I'm really trying to get the right print with the water in the back because I don't want to lose the fact that we're at a beach because I know that's part of the challenge.
Come on, Leaf, hold it.
It's cove time, baby. All right. I have to go way further out.
My struggle right now is just getting the water in the background, so I just want to go back over here because there were some other ones that were also really cute.
Well, the water droplet wasn't staying up there for that one, but I do have a couple other ideas where with other leaves I know that the water will probably stay on a lot easier. So I am going to hustle back on this way.
I sure hope this panel thing works out, because otherwise, I don't know what I have.
Oh, that looks really cool. All right, do another option with this.
I'm not loving the sand macro, so I think for the next couple of minutes I'm going to circle back up to these posts.
I'm gonna try and do one real weird artsy one, see if I can make it work here.
Time. Thank you.
I am on the ground. I am soaking wet from the cold water. My camera is getting full of sand. I am not getting the shot. I'm panicking. This is just going a little messier than I expected for sure.
So Mark, in terms of today's evaluations, what should we be on the lookout for?
Well, the technical has to be perfect, of course, but I really want to be wowed. So for example, we have the macro. Now I can envision water droplets or even bugs, and there's a lot of moss here, which would be great. For the aerials, we have such a beautiful rocky coastline. I can see really great scenes with the rocks, but also there's an option for abstracts. What about you? What do you think?
Well, I'm certainly intrigued to see how they handle the technical challenge for sure, but for me, I want to know, can you offer me something I haven't seen before? Can you bring a unique perspective to the table?
Yeah, well, let's go check in on them.
Yeah, let's do it.
See how it's going.
All right.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Mark.
Now you're going to be getting the drone up in the air. How do you
Yes.
plan to tie these two images together when you start the drone?
For the drone, I think I'm gonna go for kind of like a third of water and then the second 2/3 of just forest.
Yeah.
Kind of either from straight down or just like an angle where you can see the trees are coming up and you're not staring directly down.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, well enjoy. Keep shooting.
Awesome. Thanks,
Okay.
Mark.
Hi, Amy.
Oh, hey, Sam.
Okay, so I know this is your first week using a drone. How's it going so far?
I'm really enjoying it, surprisingly.
Awesome,
Having
yeah.
fun.
Well, you're over halfway through your time and you're still using the drone. Walk me through your time management strategy.
I wanted to start with the drone because of the view. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be getting from up there. So it's nice to get eyes up in the sky and then move on to macro after. I'm more familiar with that.
Right, okay, start with the tough one first.
That's right, get it out of the way.
Perfect, well, I won't take up more of your time. Good luck, and I'll see you when you're all done.
Okay, thanks.
See you, Amy.
Kate, this sweater that you're wearing represents absolute devotion. It's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Why would you put yourself out like that for the shot?
So in my mind, macro is getting down to where the small things are, and then as far as like this area of the beach, that's getting down to where the sand is, where the little bubbles in the water are. So there's no other option.
At the sacrifice of your own personal comfort, I think you did a great job.
Thank you so much.
You have a few minutes left. I'm going to take off. Keep shooting.
I'm good. I'm gonna go to drone now. I've never used a drone before, except for about 15 minutes ago in the parking lot for the first time. Okay, drone on. Okay, so you can start walking if you don't mind. So I'm really hoping to execute this very clear image that I have in my head with the drone and the two ladies walking down the beach.
Home point updated.
I'm getting some good shots of the fern as my second option, but I'm not quite confident it will do it, so I kind of jumped over to the drone and shot that up in the air because I was a lot more comfortable getting a good frame with that than the forest.
I don't have a macro lens, so I've always used this way that I learned back in film school, which is take your lens, any lens that you have. I like my 35, and you put it on backwards.
Okay, yeah, so my idea was to get a half and half shot, like half water, half beach, with people walking to show the scale. So it's kind of like a big and small in one photo.
I'm trying to just kind of get like a safety shot in case my other shots don't kind of line up the way I'm thinking.
I'm trying to think of like the shapes and things that I was using when it was aerial.
All right, that's touchdown.
I'm gonna stop the drone now. If I'd like to take a couple extra minutes and revisit my macro, to be honest.
Might try to go back and see if I can do any macro shots.
Successful landing.
Good focus, cool.
The camera is so full of sand. Oh my gosh.
I think I got what I wanted. I think I'm done.
I think I got it, I'm gonna call it now.
Okay. So the two shots that I got, I'm pleasantly surprised at how they complement each other. The macro shot wasn't exactly the macro that I was looking for, but I feel that it is creative. I think it complements the drone shot really well, so fingers crossed.
Of all the macro photos I took today, the leaf one was my strongest by far because the water droplet was so in focus. Your eyes were really just drawn to the water, and kind of thought that would be what could make the difference today.
I think that this macro shot really matches well with the cove, so I think that this is a good move.
Photographers, another tough challenge. How did it go for you?
Challenging.
Yeah, it was really hard.
Yeah.
We have a clear winner. However, for the person to be eliminated, it's just too close to call. So we just ask that you think very carefully about these questions, because that will definitely affect the results. So,
All right, Matt. We loved the composition of your photos. We thought that it was a great rule of thirds use in the drone shot, and even in the macro shot, the water droplet is very clearly the focal point. Beautifully done. We did have a couple of questions though. For your macro shot specifically, there was a lot of empty space, and we wondered if that was intentional or what your thought process was behind that.
At first, I wanted the water droplet to kind of be the center of focus in the middle, and with everything so out of focus around it that it just drew your attention there. When I got back after editing, I was like looking at it and I was thinking, could have cropped a little bit closer on that one, but I'm pretty happy with the image still.
Yeah, it was a great job.
Thank you.
so Amy, now with regards to your photo, I just wanted to say that macro is pretty hard because oftentimes you have a very thin slice of depth of field and you made use of it. You can see the texture around that shell really nicely. Now Amy, about the cohesiveness between the two photos, I was just wondering if you could explain what are the elements that combine to make these two photos work together?
I felt that I was playing on the big small. The macro should make things, even though you're blowing it up, it should show that how small things are, and it almost does the opposite. My drone shot makes the land look very small, and the macro makes the shell look really big. So
Okay, thank you.
All right, Kate, we loved the cohesiveness of your photos. The color palette that you used almost had this Caribbean vibe to it that we really, really loved. We also could tell that there was a clear story between your two photos. They obviously went together, and that was great. We absolutely loved it. Did have a couple of questions for you. In regards to your macro photo, the strip of sand that you have in focus didn't really have an element that drew our eye in. So we were wondering if there was an intention behind that or what your thought process was there. And then the second question we have for you, in regards to your drone photo, having your subjects in the bottom third and having one of them look away from the other subject, was there an intention behind that or was that just happenstance?
So my overall storyline was I wanted to show people walking on the beach. So I knew that was going to be the drone shot. Then I said, oh, well, I still like to get like the single step somehow in the picture. So I focused on like a strip of sand to get in the macro element, and then having like the 2 feet is clear, like what's happening. Like you're seeing her take a step, and yeah, so it's just kind of like focusing on the sand, and with the two of them together, I think, like you said, it tells a really good story. Them looking away, that was by chance. I like them in the bottom third, so they're not kind of in the center, but to just show like scale. So I wanted to be like, wow, that's a really big, beautiful beach, and like they're just kind of walking down.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
So photographers, here we are. We are going to go deliberate because we have a lot to talk about with regards to the final decision, and we thank you for your explanations. They actually did help a lot. So Shelby?
Let's go.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. All right, photographers, thank you for your patience. We did come to a conclusion, and the best big and small photographer is... Matt.
Nice.
Great job. We loved your images.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you've made it to the final.
It was pretty shocking to win today. I've never done macro photography before, so happy to be in the final too.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Matt.
You've made it to the final.
Now, here comes the hard part. But we do have to make this decision. Kate, we did find that your drone image is this much better. Therefore, Amy, we must say goodbye to you. but we thank you for joining us. We really appreciate your energy and your presence.
It's really hard to leave, but I think that the competitors that I was with today are really talented, and I wish them all the best.
Photographers, you've made it to the final challenge.
It's also the deciding factor for who will join us on the Mark Hemmings and James Wilson Tuscany, Italy photo workshop. And as always, get a good night's sleep because this is going to be a fantastic challenge. We're really excited, and I know you guys will do great.
Congratulations to the both of you. We will see you at the next challenge.
Well, photographers, here we are at the end of the challenge.
All right, let's launch it.
Can you go step on that cement slab, please?
Come on back here, Sam.
What?
That's actually
not for
real.
dramatic
100%
effect.
true. Congratulations.